guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Janae, aka YayorNayyy. I'm happy to introduce that I will be doing my first YouTube series, Self-Care Sunday. Self-Care Sunday will be a series that I will be bringing to you every Sunday, talking to you about a range of topics all under the umbrella of self-care and mental health, specifically within the Black community and millennials. So what exactly is self-care? Self-care is the practice in which one takes to take care of themselves mentally, physically, and emotionally. And it's not a habit, it is a practice, something that has to be developed over time. And essentially, the way that I look at it is a part of mindfulness, which is basically you being aware of your surroundings, how your levels are emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of those things that make you who you are. I started my practice of self-care about 2.5 years ago when I was living in New York City. I was in a toxic relationship, and I found that in order for me to really, before I had the courage to actually leave the relationship, I found that I had to do certain things in order for me to survive in a relationship first, and even work was also becoming highly demanding. I would take my own personal days on the weekend once a month, and I would write down things that I would want to do that I knew that I would enjoy, or something that I haven't done in a while. So I'll actually link that vlog down below. One of my vlogs, my self-care day. And certain things that I would do is I would go to work out. I would go to my favorite place called Soul Cycle, where you're in the dark, you're in a stationary cycling class, you're listening to like upbeat party music, and you're just sweating. I'm not really much of a crier, but I found that, you know, if I sweat and I'm like really pushing myself to get through that, when I would leave the class, that I knew that I could handle anything out in the real world. Treating myself to dessert, just going for a walk, hanging out with friends or family, just small little things are things that I implement into my self-care. And even now, I'll still lay in bed, watch a series all weekend, binge watch, eat, but not overindulging, just enough to make myself feel good. Most people feel like self-care is some luxurious thing that happens every day, and it's not. It can be as luxurious or as simple as you make it, and that's what self-care is about. The first word says self. No two people are the same, so no one will ever know, one, what ticks you off or what's going to throw you off, and it's going to take you to realize what is it that's going to put you back on track, what's going to make you feel good about yourself inside and out. Once you take the time to analyze what's going on with yourself and see where your levels are down, again, mentally, physically, or emotionally, and you see like, okay, I haven't really been myself lately, I've been thinking really bad thoughts. Take that time to journal out what you're feeling, and most times you'll feel better after you get all those feelings that you didn't know that you had on paper, or talking to a friend, going out, if you're feeling emotionally drained, maybe taking some time off from a significant other. There are many ways that we could put our own self-care at risk, and that's just negating little things that happen throughout our everyday life that allow us to tick us off. So that could be bottling things up, holding your tongue when it's something that you really want to speak up on, a problem or issue to someone, and you just let it ride. Not asking for help. It could range from big to small, but we have to push ourselves to ask for help in areas that we know that we cannot continue to put that major stress on ourselves. Giving yourself a round of applause and saying that you did your best. There are goals that we may not have hit in the expected time that we might have hoped, but that's okay. The greatest thing that we could do is say that we did our best, because at the end of the day, we only have ourselves, and we're rooting for ourselves every day. No one else is going to do that for us. And here's something that I practice in my yoga class and in my own personal practice, and that is always remembering to breathe. You're probably laughing like, okay, like I have to breathe every day to survive. Yes, we have to do it. an automatic response that our body does. Breathing controls how our body functions. It controls our emotions. Those two things are related, our emotions and our breathing. If you are holding your breath when you're tense and you're feeling stressed, then that's sending signals to your brain saying, okay, like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm stressed, and you don't know, where to go, what to do. You're acting off an impulse. You might be cussing people out. You might even begin to have a panic attack. But if you take a few minutes to breathe in deeply and exhale slowly for 5 breaths, that makes a huge difference in your brain taking a minute to recalculate itself, to just get that air that it needs. Your brain needs to breathe as well, and your body to readjust and to calm itself down. So that way you can think more clearly, you can focus, and you can get back on track. And we all have to be responsible for ourselves and our own wellness, because no one else is going to be the one to pick us up if we fall apart. If you don't have a self-care practice, it's really easy to start one. Start by asking yourself, what type of person am I? Do I have anything left for myself after I'm always helping other people, or am I totally drained? Am I burning myself out at work? Do I have enough time for myself? Am I eating healthy? Am I thinking positive thoughts? Do I feel good about myself? Those are just some starter questions that you can ask yourself just to see where you are, and you go from there and you figure out what are some minor improvements that you can make. And you don't have to share this with anyone. This is all about you. Remember, the first word in self-care is self, yourself. In order for me to figure out what it is that I truly need, even to take it a step further, what I don't need, what isn't good for me, is that I need to be 100% honest with myself. I can't lie to myself or try to hide things when I know what the truth is. And then from there, you can decide what is it that you can take away or you can add that will help contribute to a positive self-care routine. Before I depart, I'm going to just give you 10 small things that you can do to jumpstart your self-care practice, and the list can go on and on and on. Feel free to just search self-care practices and you will find so many different things. And again, most things that could be considered a part of your self-care practice are all things that you already love to do. Going for a walk, treating yourself, meditating, working out, taking a bath, taking a selfie, telling yourself that you love you, joining a yoga class, reading a book, going to sleep early. I would encourage everyone to try one healthy self-care practice this week if you're new to self-care, and just take note of how it makes you feel. Thank you all for watching my first episode of my Self-Care Sunday series. If you all could do me a huge favor, I really want this to be a big communal type of platform where I'm helping you all and you all are helping me. So I need your help. So if you all could drop down in the comment section below any questions or topics that you would love for me to address when it comes to self-care or mental health, I would love to address them throughout the series, because there's just so many different areas and caveats that people want help in. It could be job related, personal life, work related. Job and work are the same, but to some people they aren't. Career and job are two different things. Finding your passion, adulting, things like that. So don't be scared. Drop those things down below and I would love to try to intertwine them into the series. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on my next video. Bye.